I wanted to give you other tales of dealing with spirits and stuff while I was working in the field. Shortly after college, I ended up working for Garda. I worked as a security guard for the Moncton English Hospital, and I never seen a building as haunted as that hospital. The building was open since 1942, if I'm not mistaken. And the nurses' quarters were built around the time serving the war. Uh, Part of the hospital was built during the World War II, and a lot of spirits haunt that hospital. I never seen a building as haunted as the Moncton English Hospital. Uh, and especially the old nurses' quarters, very haunted. Uh, all I can say is, you have to be very careful in that hospital because uh, very haunted. I never seen so many ghosts in one building. You couldn't believe, you wouldn't believe. And I would write it down in my paperwork what I experienced, right? Uh, so I'm guessing the forces pulled some of that information out. I would see dead nurses, dead nuns, stuff like that, and you know, uh, there was a woman on the seventh floor that passed away. I'm not sure how, but there was a plaque, and every time I patrolled on the seventh floor at night, I would hear her giggle, and I would see the curtains from the beds move on their own. And I felt scratches in the hospital in my back. I felt whipped. I kept hearing nurses giggle. I recall one time I was literally abused, raped by a ghost at that hospital. I don't want to tell you the whole tale, but she kept forcing me to do something one night. She kept saying, "You're not going nowhere up until you give it to me," stuff like that. Doors opening on their own, electronic doors opening and shutting on their own. The underground parking. I witnessed the door just, you know, uh, very haunted hospital. Very, very haunted. I never seen such a haunted place. But it is what it is. So that's about it, I guess. I've seen a lot of paranormal stuff in my life. My time of duty, I guess. Go figure, Satellite. I heard satellite, yeah. And I've been researching on the side, my wife's death, her haunting me, I started to explore ghost boxes and try to communicate with her, in my time of service, right? Not only could I see her and hear her live, but I was able to back my research up with actual software, tools such as EchoVox. And she did a lot of beautiful things for me after she died. One night I woke up and she pulled my blanket off of me, my pants off of me, my boxers off of me. Yet there was no one technically in the room other than me. She did signs like that. I was taking a shower one day, getting ready to go to work, and I felt her presence in the bathroom. So I turned around, and she was leaving. I saw her leaving the bathroom, but there was two hearts drawn into the shower window, and that was cute, stuff like that. not all ghosts are bad, you know. So these are some of the experiences I've lived through in my life that are paranormal. I lived a lot more. Some I just won't tell. I told you the easy to to listen to parts, right? Uh, you know, uh, there's not so easy stuff to deal with. For example, I was molested nonstop by a dead porn star named August Ames. She was a Canadian porn star from Nova Scotia. She committed suicide because her boyfriend and manager wanted her to do porno with a gay porn star who had AIDS. And she did not want that. She committed suicide instead of being forced to sleep with a gay man who had AIDS. That's her story. And she started to haunt me for about 2 years. She was nonstop, very forceful, very abusive for about 2 years. And my wife was there the whole time, telling me, don't give up, it'll be fine, we'll get through it. I was dealing with a lot of spirits, but she was very, very controlling, very possessive, very forceful. Up to last year, I think it stopped. I spoke with Marilyn Monroe's spirit for about 3 months. After my first year of college, she started to appear to me. She said she was murdered, but she didn't say who. She didn't want to say who. Again, she had a crush on me. A lot of girl spirits have developed crushes for me. It's a quite known fact from me. I'm very popular with girls, dead or alive, which is odd, very odd for me, because I don't feel I'm that very special, but spirit attachments, right? Spirits can get attached to a host and want to relive their experiences or have unsolved things, unresolved problems, such as August Ames, her unresolved issues with her ex-husband, forcing her to sleep with a gay man who had AIDS. She wanted basically to sleep with a good man. She wanted me. She stopped after I gave it to her. She stopped haunting me. I jerked off to her picture once, and that was it. She stopped haunting me. She got what she wanted. She got closure. She was after closure. Beats me. That's what it is in the paranormal field. You deal with fucked up things, right? One of the most touching moments I had in the paranormal was my uncle's cook. Fake uncle now, but he was an uncle to me. He died of lung cancer in '97. And I saw him at the hospital undergoing chemo and was very sick, puked all the time, lost his hair, got really thin. I saw him degrade. It was very, very sad to see at such a young age. I was about 7 years old. And shortly after he passed away in his home, 3 days later, I was in bed and I woke up in the middle of the night and he was standing at the end of my bed. and like he looked like a Jedi Force ghost, all blue and see through. But he was smiling and appeared very healthy. And he said to me that he wanted me to tell the whole family that he was in heaven, he made it to heaven, and that he was no longer suffering. He asked me to tell the whole family. So I did, and I got to see a shrink because of it. My fake mom, called the school, had me see a shrink at school. Which was sad. Instead of believing I saw a ghost, they thought I was sick in the head. Uh, you know. But those are some of experiences I lived through working in the paranormal. I've done a lot of ghost box sessions, not only to speak to Amy, just to study the afterlife, and basically it. I'm very psychic, very receptive, and I've dealt with a lot in my life that's in the paranormal field. And like I said in my previous video, these are things that I'm not necessarily supposed to be proactively talking to you about. But I am taking the time to tell you, my viewers, what it is, and like normal. You have to understand normal exorcism or possessions. Demons punish evil. You should not be afraid of a demon normally. I'm not saying all demons are nice. So dealing with exorcisms and stuff is very real too. Some demons may be evil, some may be very kind. You would have to talk to a demon. Most demons punish evil and are friendly, very nice. If you have nothing to fear about a demon, if you have not committed any evil, you should not be afraid of hell or demons, because they punish evil. So it brings the question, then why do we do exorcisms in the first place? Why do demons possess the little girl, for example? Well, it's to prove the afterlife in most cases. Or they have a message to deliver, or they want to prove a point that they can, that they're real. In most cases, and again, some demons may be pure evil. You never know. But most demons are kind, and if you commit no evil, you should not even have to fear a demon. Period. Believe in heaven and believe in good, and you'll be fine. Like I said, I witnessed a lot, and I'm more than a believer. I know. I don't just believe, I know. That's the difference. I know that there's something beyond life, and I will continue in my field. I'm not done. I always explore, and I came up with Halo, a machine that reprints carbon out of methane, composing a ghost. It's a machine that looks like a CAT scan, that uses fission energy and reprints the carbon molecule out of methane by bonding hydrogen electrons to the methane, using radiation, thermal radiation, which is work in progress. I'm still researching it and still working on the machine. For medical purposes, for surgeries. It looks like GTF2 have dotted most of it down. But I'm still technically working on it. So anyways, that's it for now. I'll post this as soon as I can. And I want to wish you a good day.